My name is Max Payne Griffin. I'm from Sacramento, California, and I'm fighting for Team Elite, Marinobles. My fighting style, I'm a killer. I'm a finisher. I'm exciting, and I'm going in there to take the guy out. I'm not in there to win the decision. I'm not in there to, I hate decisions, so I want to smash the guy, flat out. This fight, I feel very good. It's a big name opponent. It's a name, Joaquin Spearwolf's a quality guy, and it's going to be another good feather in my hat, another veteran that I beat. Let's see, I've been doing this stuff for a while. I actually started when I was a kid. I did karate, and it's called Bak Fu. It's a combination of kung fu, karate, taekwondo, wrestling, and jiu-jitsu, judo. And I got my black belt in that. I was in there from age 5 to 13. So I did that, got really good at it. And then, when you start growing up, you get tired of karate. I get to a teenager, I was like, I'm sick of doing this karate stuff. And then actually started watching on TV, watching the old UFCs and watching that stuff. And I could do that. Or why didn't he do this? Or he should have did that. I was picking it apart, and then went back in 2009 and had a good amateur career, and fought there, but had a bunch of kickboxing fights and turned pro, and here I am, 7-1, 4-time champ. So I'm just trying to go to the top. The experience is good, although I only have 8 pro fights. I have probably like 30 fights between kickboxing as an amateur. I have like 20-something amateur fights, so I've had about 30, 40 fights total, probably realistically. But I'm still young in the sport, and it just means you've seen a little bit more. The more fights you had, just a little bit more calm you are. Yeah, I've watched a ton of Spearwolf fights. He's a scrapper, man. He's a He's a savage, and he's aggressive, and he'll give you everything he has. He could be done, wobbled, tired, but he'll still be throwing, trying to knock you out. So I can't wait to fight a guy like that. Really, the most guys I've been fighting just want to back up and counter fight. They're not aggressive, and he's about it, so it's gonna be good. When you watch video, you gotta watch the right stuff. You gotta look for the right things. Most people just look for certain stuff. We look for stuff that he repeatedly does. Not if he got caught in this submission or he did this. What does he do all the time, or what does he do when he's tired? You know what I mean? You just don't look at it as a whole. You look at certain things that a lot of guys don't know how to watch tape, but my coach has been doing it for years, and he knows what to look for. To be focused for a fight, you just have to understand that you already trained, you already put in the work. You know what I mean? You got to do what got you here, and for me, I just try to relax. Even when I'm back there, fight day, I try not even think about the fight. I got my headphones on, I listen to reggae. A lot of guys listen to rock and roll, just back there. I'm just trying to relax. There's no more preparation you can do. You just got to be confident in what you've done to that point and have fun, take care of business, Why am I fighting? I love it, I love it. I feel at home. I've been fighting since I was a little kid, doing tournaments and doing all this stuff since I was 5 years old. It's just in me. It's like when I get hurt sometimes and I can't train and fight, I don't know what to do. I have to work out, I have to train, you know what I mean? I have to, it's in my blood. My biggest inspiration is my son, man. I have a 2-year-old, and it's no joke, it changes you having this child, it changes you. You could be having all this fun, and without a kid, it's so different. Life is so different. You're really only responsible for yourself, and this and that. You can stay out late, you can do this. You don't realize until you have one how much it changes your life, and I'm making a better life for him, and that's what I'm gonna do. It just gives me that much more push to provide for my family. What separates me is everything. I have the whole package. I went to the Ultimate Fighter a couple years ago. I got picked for that, and not a lot of guys got picked for that. I mean, that's cream of the crop in the world, and I mean, they did a commercial on me. They did 4 commercials out of 32 guys. So to pick me, I was a favorite. I mean, I didn't win, but just to show that they wanted me. You have to be marketable. You have to be exciting. You have to be talented. You have to be hungry. You can't just go in there and just, you know what I mean? You have to have the total package, and I know I have that because they wanted me. So, I know I have what it takes, and I train harder than everybody. Favorite strike? I'd say the liver shot, the shovel hook to the liver, followed by a over-the-top elbow because it crumbles them down, and then you knock them out with the elbow. If they're still standing after a liver shot, that's what I like. And then favorite submission, either an anaconda choke or a Darce choke. I sink those in pretty quick, and they're done. My biggest obstacle is myself, and time. I know that if I perform like I do in the gym and any other time, if I live out to my potential, nobody can stop me. Nobody. Seriously, nobody can. Nobody can do anything to me. So if I could just get out of my head and just, do my thing, I'll beat everybody, flat out. But when I, think about what they're gonna do or, change what I'm doing, that's when you get in trouble. So even every time I've lost, been hit, anytime I've, went to a decision, it's my fault. Even though I won those, it's stuff that I could have done differently to make that happen. You know what I mean? So I'm my biggest enemy as far as that. If I wasn't fighting, I'd probably be in some kind of a, I used to want to be a firefighter, Really, I'd probably be like a firefighter or something if I wasn't fighting. Something that helps people and that's physical, because I can't just sit at a desk my whole life and type or something like that, you know what I mean? I have to be action. I have to be doing stuff, helping people, you know what I mean? I got to be active, so probably a firefighter. I would like to be remembered as one of the best ever, really. I want people to be like, oh, Max Griffin, yeah, that was a bad motherfucker, man. Max Griffin, yeah, I remember him. He was no joke. I want to be one of those guys, when you think of guys, Chuck Liddell, just guys that you're like, that fool was a beast, you know what I mean? Guys that just smash people, no fear, hungry, exciting, I just want to be remembered as one of the best ever, period that, and I will be.